Contract. Play it close, niggas do the most. Hold the chopper sideways, you can meet your ghost. Send a nigga 10 stories when the reapproach. Moving big weight, you should've seen the boat. Play it close, niggas do the most. Hold the chopper sideways, you can meet your ghost. Send a nigga 10 stories when the reap approach. Moving big weight, you should've seen the boat. We are not alike, fuck the hype. Put the toaster to your face and I pull it twice. 1,000 bricks of dope, nigga, this the life. Add a little bait, then I drop the ice. Got some bitches out of state that I sacrifice. Crossing state lines, this the afterlife. Brown paper bags whenever cash in sight. Another 30 in the duffel if you add it right. Most niggas blame the hustle when they math ain't right. Made it out the struggle with a brick of white. 10 G's in the farm with your brother wife. In the 27 Porsche, not the prototype. All you niggas pussy sucker, what's the hype? Better do the right thing like that nigga Spike. I hit a bitch like Ike when they come to white. Talk to Tina, not Serena when we hit it like. Play it close, niggas do the most. Hold the chopper sideways, you can meet your ghost. Send a nigga 10 stories when the reap approach. Moving big weight, you should've seen the boat. Play it close, niggas do the most. Hold the chopper sideways, you can meet your ghost. Send a nigga 10 stories when the reap approach. Moving big weight, you should've seen the boat. My wrist cold and still frozen, nigga. You move lows and still old, niggas. My shooters move like the army, nigga. Youngin' spit the block, caught a body, nigga. Every other day another homie, nigga. Fetty by the 8 and still dropping, niggas. Watch your tooth decay off this product, nigga. Back in 9-6, we was wildin', nigga. All this fucking pressure kept it solid, nigga. Never fold, never told, be the model, nigga. Chrome 4 or 5 gold hollows, nigga. Louis lift your soul about $1, nigga. 98 Ja Rule, watch him holler, nigga. Black K in the V when I 100, nigga. Louis 1-3, I'm 100, nigga. Free the whole game in 100, nigga. Play it close, niggas do the most. Hold the chopper sideways, you can meet your ghost. Send a nigga 10 stories when the reap approach. Moving big weight, you should've seen the boat. Play it close, niggas do the most. Hold the chopper sideways, you can meet your ghost. Send a nigga 10 stories when the reap approach. Moving big weight, you should've seen the boat. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up. Dog hit me up. Shorty on my line, told the bitch to call back, cause she getting out of line. Louis, what's the deal? Nigga, we talk. Got a 9 on a mission, nigga, watch we talk. Meet me on the block, tell me everything you know. From the guns to the chips and the kilos of coke. All I see is white, let my vision flash. Got my hand on them birds, about 100 in cash. Nigga, what's the math? Said I'm rich forever. Ride a trap or die, got my mind on this cheddar. Wish a nigga would, if a nigga try. Leave his brains on the step, laying next to his mind. Get it or die, that's the motivation. I tell it how it is, see them bullets penetration. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Kick the door, hit the floor, homie. See this fall, homie? Leave your brains on the floor, homie. I want your bricks from my crib in the floor, homie. I'm talking dollars cents from out the drawer, homie. Tie your bitch by the beat, I want it all, homie. You niggas barking like the deed, I let it off, homie. 100 pounds in the crib, I took it all, homie. I left the nigga by stairs where his bra shorty. 200,000 on the rinse and spent the charm on it. Thump a nigga on his neck, that's a prize moment. Real niggas up the back, no bases loaded. Pussy try to walk me off, hit a crazy homie. Bent the block, up 10, left him in the coma. Northside, Illidale, you know, son of Cobra. Big dog in the pit. The dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick.
On YouTube, send out the notifications. Send out the notifications, YouTube. Over 10,000 and 10,000.1 subscribers. Notifications sent out. It took a while, guys. Episode 15. Keyshawn is back. You want to talk about these boxing trainers? Are they really teaching in the game? Devin Haney live. Boxing news. Oh, live news. Where the game? Y'all fact baby. Fact baby. Think about it.
Real street nigga definition of a zombiac. Fuck all that line shit. Bullets get the flying quick. Dirty in the ladder hit you niggas with all kind of shit. Shorty hit my phone about some don't go round 9 and shit. Creasing with the iron.
You know my host, the co-host. Boxing. Shout out to Low Nose Boxing. I hope to show y'all low bees and low factors. Shit, yeah, I mean, but go for you, and you're gonna have to go about 4 and 3 happening.
Lay him like a doormat. Pussy, what's the format? Black Louis Chuckers, leave your brother by
the
door scrap. 2 bricks came rap, nigga, where that chain at? Pipe Rex, baking soda when I bought the cane back. Pull up at the light, I'm doing dirty like H-Mac. Fuck all that line shit. Bullets get the flying quick, dirty in the ladder. You niggas with all kind of shit.
Time to talk it. Yes, indeed. You know, where should we start? Should we start with Dev? Should we start the episode off, the segment off with Devin Haney or Keyshawn? Devin Haney or Keyshawn? We're going to start off with Devin. Because I'm going to throw the oop when my co-host come on. I'm going to throw the Keyshawn oop and he going, you know what I mean? We're going to end one this whole situation. But let's talk about it. You know, Devin Haney. Devin Haney is going on one heck of a press run. A lot of cap in his raps. You know, there's a lot of cap in his step. You know, he running around acting like Cap Joe, BJ Khaled out here. You know, Devin need to tighten up. Because I tell people this, right? Negotiations, contracts, etc. So, we talking Teofimo, Ryan Garcia, Richard Hitchison, Jerron Boots Simmons, Brian Norman Jr., right? So you mean to tell me you had all you Devin Haney. Now mind you, I just mentioned 5 people for Devin Haney, right? He had negotiations going on with these 5 fighters already, which is diabolical, right? Peep what I'm about to say. Devin Haney, Teofimo, and Virgil, right? Supposedly, Boots stuck all 3 of them. How He ducked all three of y'all when all three of y'all in negotiation at the same time. Then Devin Haney, you in negotiation with 5 people at the same time. I just want people to understand this. So the picture I'm about to paint is going to be so vivid. Because the lies that goes on in boxing, but it comes from a certain entity, man. And when a certain boxer posted stating that a certain person was a dictator in boxing, you see it now. People want to attack the Ali Act, you know, one second, y'all. People that want to make false narratives, and since they own certain platforms, they want people to keep speaking about it because certain fighters don't want to deal with these fighters because they don't get paid right. They get robbed whenever they go out of the country. When they come back to the states, they leave the states as a champion. Then when they come back, it'll be a robbery. And you can just tell by the commission at the time. And when you see what commission deals with what, you already see the fixes in. We've seen it a million times. But all of this is going to lead back to Devin Haney, right? We watched Devin Haney go on there talking about, yeah, people scared to lose. Bro, you talking about yourself. You're talking about yourself. And the reason you're talking about yourself is because you the only one that did it. You the only one that did the corny shit, bro. You the only one that went out there and did all of this stupid dumb shit, bro. That tainted your career. You put a black eye over your career. That black cloud gonna be lingering above you your whole career because we watch you do the bitchest shit in the world. You try to sue Ryan for assault and battery, nigga. You a combat fighter. The judge told you how you gonna sue somebody, and then you wanna blame Osterine, bro, when you the guy that worked with Victor Conte, man. You the one that worked with a well-known cheater. Your godfather friend, Scooter, went in there and gave Ryan those supplements. You feel me? But at the end of the day, to each his own. Ryan shouldn't have been dumb enough to take some shit like that if he know they fuck with your camp. And that's Victor Conte, young boy. But the shit you talking about, bro, you talking about yourself. Because you did all of the, bro, the stuff you did was diabolical, man. And yes, it puts a stain on boxing because, you're a boxer, you're a fighter, and this is boxing. And for the boxing commission to allow that happen, you already knew they was going to allow the Ali Act to get changed. And it's messed up because the dictatorship is all there. So, Brian Norman, I hope you listening. Me and your dad probably big, but you got to knock him out, bro. You can't go 12 rounds. You go 12 rounds, you're going to get robbed. Either way, you're going to get robbed, bro. You can knock him out, they're going to say you on steroids. And bets believe it's coming. Just bets believe it's coming. We see Devin Haney, Kent, Charles Conwell, Troy Isley, Elijah Flores, Mickey Bay on the pads. He sparred Mickey Bay. He got a cool camp. He got a little cool elite camp. But it's all about is they really sparring. For an example, you can look at Jake Paul camp. People taking pictures, but does that mean he's sparring? Hey, you feel me? Just saying though. Just saying though. And speaking of Jake Paul camp, Shakur Stevenson up there, the pictures on social media right now. Him sparring Jake Paul. Jake Paul got in the league camp with Jake Paul, Keyshawn, Shakur, Zaquin Moses, Ray Savage. Jake, when you get your ass whooped, all of them gonna get their ass whooped with you. So you gonna blame all of them. I'm gonna tank whoop your ass. And I'm just keeping it tall, broski. Blame them niggas, because you should have called me. I trust me, I would have helped you, because I whoop all their ass. You know what I mean? And that's a fact. You know? But yeah, man, Keyshawn Davis, he's back December 22nd. Opponent, we have no idea. I want to see how y'all want to take this talk, because listen, I don't understand this tune-up shit, bro. Because y'all people don't know what a tune-up is, and it gets me sick to my stomach when I'm hearing these people that's talking this stupid, outrageous stuff. You know, every fighter from Abdullah Mason right now, right? A Uisa Lima, right? Sam Oaks is a Uisa Lima towards Abdullah Mason. And Abdullah Mason is a Uisa Lima towards Sam Oaks. Why is that? Because one is popular in the States, one is popular in Britain, across seas like US Lima is, but at the end of the day, ain't none of them champions. So they're two prospects. They're two ranked fighters, right? As long as you're a ranked fighter, you're not a tune-up. A tune-up is a journeyman, like a Cambos is a gatekeeper. You know, it's just sad, yo. It's sad. Shit got me. Then I had to meditate right quick. Reset my brain. And my brain tell me, these trainers out here, right? This is how I reset my brain. I'm sorry y'all caught me on live doing this, but these trainers, do a lot of cheating. And the reason I say that and state that, because we just was on the topic, right? I want you to look at the Jake Paul camp, the Devin Haney camp, Bo Mac and them camp. They all have one thing in common. SNAC with the content. A lot of these people, gloves be weird, the patent in them, the supplement the coaches give them. Certain people they're associated with. Certain situations these certain fighters got caught up in, and certain trainers was around when that fighter test positive for steroid for a PD. And this 2014, the year 2014, boxing was at a wild place. It was at a wild state. These trainers was out here going crazy. You know, but it was a certain entity coming off the ground. Trying to make a name and make a way for itself, and trying to bash certain promotional companies because certain fighters that were signed to them. And during that time, a lot of fighters test positive. But when they test positive, they end up dealing with the doping agency that found them positive, which is very fishy. And then you'll see the relationship that person had with with the trainer, with the trainer. You hear me out? With the trainer who got caught with the fighter who tests positive, right? but they deal with that trainer, and that trainer deal with a certain entity, and it's like they monopolize the board, and it'd be crazy, man. A lot of things happen, a lot of weird things happen, you know. And when a fighter get caught, it's like no punishment towards the trainer, and at the end of the day, the trainer is the one that's, the fighter is learning from. You feel me? Because the trainer is a coach is a teacher. Like I always tell my son, you got it, whatever your trainer telling you to do, he should be able to do it. If he can't do it, then what the fuck is he teaching? If you're working out and your trainer not in shape, then why are you working out with a person that's not in shape? You're always going to look like how you are, you know? Cause why? Cause you're gonna see the difference. You're gonna feel the difference. You understand me? And when you in action of learning with a true teacher, you're gonna see the discipline in it. You know. But the crazy thing is, it's like a lot of these trainers be super sneaky. They do a lot. They got a lot of cheating shit going on in boxing. There's a lot. There's a lot. Like I say, from Snack Victor Conte to what Mexico Memo, etc. I don't really want to talk too much, but it's real when these trainers need to tighten up. And certain trainers, don't don't lie to your fighters in the corner. If your fighter down, tell your fighter the truth. Like, yo, listen, man, you gotta pull this shit out. You gotta tighten up. You taking too many rounds off, man. You're down on the scorecards. And every time you should inform your fighter that even if they up on the scorecards, you should keep them with that dog mentality and be Cap Joe. Ain't nothing wrong with Cap Joe, nigga. Cap Joe, ain't nothing wrong with Cap Joe. You know, you don't want to be a DJ Khaled, we the best, and you all over the place. And the guidance you giving your fighter, bro, like what was training camp for? You feel me? And that's the key thing about these trainers, man. Like they be too broad, and you see it. Some will catch your attitude if a fighter dropping. Like bro, if I lose two back-to-back fights with you, but what more should we work on, bro? I just lost back-to-back fucking with you. So let me move over here and take something from this person arsenal and see, you know, can I revenge my losses, But at the end of the day, certain trainers, even promoters, shit on a fighter, which will be crazy. You dig me? And like I say, all of this shit leads back to each other. It leads back to Devin Haney. It leads back to Keyshawn because the trainers they deal with, the person they deal with, the people they deal with, from Snack Victor Conte, Bill Haney, Bo Mac, everybody singing the same old sad story. All top rank affiliated, all WBO affiliated. You gotta pay attention. You got certain people that's spreading false narratives. For everybody that's watching, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Share this joint. Get it back out to the algorithm. We got to cook. It's all facts, no opinion sport podcast. I don't let nothing marinate. We get straight to the sauce. Everything saucy. And my apologies if you see a glitch. How I reset my mind, y'all probably be thinking like, yo, what the fuck just happened? That's on some alien shit. But my apologies, That's how I always reset my mind and the fuck y'all up, and y'all see it. You'll see certain. I don't even want to talk about it, but you see it though. But yes, you know, boxing. Andy Foster, the California State Athletic Commission. This Muhammad Ali Act, it protects communism in boxing. And the reason I say communism in boxing because we are supposed to know the fighter's purses, and the fighter's supposed to know how the business is going to be conducted. Because if you're going to take the large lump sum, then there's nothing on the back end for you. That's what you need to learn, you know. But if you're going to take a small advance up front, then the back end, or unless we're going to split down the middle, we take this, we go with this, and then the back end, it's what you negotiate. And like I always tell my older son, you got to learn the business. You got to know the business. That's the key thing. Fighting. That's probably 3% to 5% of the business. You feel me? But you gotta learn the business. I'm gonna say it's 5% of the business fighting, the other 5 training, then 90% is all business. It's all contracts and paperwork. You know, there's a difference from negotiation and contracts. That's why Devin Haney capped Joe. He's capped Joe. Bill Haney, DJ Khaled. Because they lie. It's too many lies, you know? Devin Haney, like, it's three of y'all negotiating with one fighter for a fight, and that's Jerron Booth Sentence, right? Right? Am I correct, right? Virgil, T.O., and Devin Haney, all three at the same time, talking to Jerron Booth Sentence for a fight. Then Devin Haney and T.O. in negotiations, all at the same time. Brian Norman and T.O. You're like, bro, this shit is so weird and ridiculous. Like, it doesn't make sense. But you're always going to catch people in their lies. All you got to do is listen to them. If any of y'all ever been in an interrogation room, bro, you know when you fucked up. If any of you motherfuckers ever cheated on your girl and you know a lot of 9 times 10, nigga, we always get caught, right? You know we can't fucking lie, nigga. So you know when we fuck up, nigga. So come on, man. Like that, come on, Dad, man. Like Dad say the dumbest shit out of his mouth. You know, I wasn't with that. You know, I ain't want you know, I ain't want that old bag. Niggas be scared to lose they own. Nigga, you talking about yourself, bro. You the one that was scared to lose your own, but you really did lose your own. And people glorifying you like you this dog, like when you're not. When the Jose Ramirez, you ran the whole fight, and the fight before that, we watch you get your ass whipped. Then you're gonna lie, Victor Conte, and I'm gonna say this man test positive for Ostarine, bro. Something that was made in the 90s, something that don't exist no more, something that's over 30 years fucking old. But you test positive for clenbuterol. And Brian Norman, I'm trying to tell you, when you knock this nigga out, bro, they're gonna find this. They're gonna test you positive for clenbuterol. Remember, I said this shit, y'all. October 31st, Halloween, 437. Remember, I said this. Real right, because you see the fix, you see the fixing, you see the rigging, just by the tweets. Like the tweets last time, I got something big for Shiraz and Shakur if they win. And then when you watch the fight, shout out, you know, my co-host Santos Boxing, you know, every day, all day, watch the fight. 0.5 speed, you see a totally different fight. You don't hear no biasness, but you see the shots and punches that's landed, and you see the shit that's not. And when you watch that fight, you're gonna see Shakur never threw none. He fought De Los Santos, Williams Cepeda, etc. When you watch the Bud Crawford and Canelo fight in that speed, you're gonna see a different fight, and your eyes is gonna show you should have been a different outcome. But when you fast forward into real life, when you hear biased commentary, you're gonna believe something different. But you've seen with your own eyes who won that fight. And that's when you got all these people running around saying, don't rematch him. Bro, you gotta get that man his rematch. It's the only fight that makes sense. If it ain't Canelo, it's Charlo. If it ain't Charlo, it's Boots. Those are the only fights we want to see. And I'm glad a lot of people waking up now. They starting to see what I've been saying the whole time, how, you know, these people got an agenda to belittle American fighters, you know, like to trash American boxing. American boxing is the home of the pay-per-view stars. We do the biggest numbers. To become a star in boxing, you got to come to the States. Everybody know that. Don't believe me? Ask Lennox Lewis. All you got to do, ask Lennox. Ask any fucking body. They're going to tell you this. Even Joe Kawasaki documentary, he'll tell you this. Even when he talking about Andre Ward, he'll tell you this. Ask Tyson Fury. You can ask any and everybody. They're going to tell you this shit, man. But like I say, to each his own. You know, everybody be reaching sometimes. You know, with these corny narratives being painted on certain fighters, or a narrative being painted. It used to be painted on Canelo till he bowed and kissed the ring. But when it comes to Tank Davis and Jerron Boots Ennis, it's like the hate and shade be crazy. You know, because I'm always say this: fighting a person that's ranked in the top 10 fighters, ranked 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and not the mandatory, but ranked in that order. How the fuck is they a tune-up, bro? How? How people critiquing about boxing and can't none of them throw a punch? They never had a fight. They never had nothing, bro. They probably don't even know how to punch an alcohol bag right. They probably don't even know how to punch a heavy bag right, a speed bag right. You feel me? Certain things, even an uppercut, shut up. They probably don't even know how to hold a pad. They footwork probably be ass like showbiz. You know, Southpaw TV might talk a lot of shit, but at least you can see, you see him in the ring, you see him fighting, you see he could put that shit together. You see, I put that shit together. You feel me? I know a phenom when I see one. And Boots Ennis is this generation, Roy Jones, something y'all never seen. And I'm telling I'm telling y'all. I don't say that shit because I'm from Philadelphia. That boy is special. It's like Keyshawn. Out of Bomac whole entire group, Keyshawn Davis is the dog. He's the Marvin Hagler. No. I'm sorry, because I keep getting them confused. He's the Tommy Hearns of this era. The Tommy Hearns of how he fight. When Bud Crawford and Sean Porter fight, Bud was Tommy Hearns. Bud was Tommy Hearns. Porter was Marvin Hagler. But Porter ain't show up to fight how he usually fights. So we got robbed for this generation, Tommy and Marvin fight. But to my mistake, and let me fix up and clear up. Keyshawn Davis is this generation Tommy Hearns. He a dog. You feel me? A lot of other fighters you see, like shout out Richardson Hitchens, my guy Hitchens. You know, no, I like the heart that he got. You know, but what you do in the gym and other people see, when we get in the ring, we don't see that. You know, I keep watching him talking about this Cambosis win. Bro, I'm a real man. I'm a realist, bro. Like I say, it's all facts, no opinions for a podcast. I don't let nothing marinate. I get straight to the sauce. Everything's saucy. But Cambosis is ass, bro. Y'all keep talking about this Cambosis win over Tio when I can tell y'all ain't watched the fight. I can tell y'all just going by because Tio got robbed in that fight. Y'all looking at it like y'all want to bring it up. Well, I beat the guy that beat you. No, Top Rank beat Tio. I want y'all to remember that. Tio wasn't supposed to beat Loma. Loma was supposed to become undisputed. Lomachenko was supposed to become undisputed, nigga. But he didn't. Because if he would have won that fight, it would have been undisputed. But since Tio won, you heard the accolades, everything. The new undisputed champ, Teofimo Lopez. Let you motherfuckers tell it is crazy. Let you motherfuckers tell it is crazy. Just saying though. Because when Devin Haney fought Cambosis, Devin Haney had just had the regular nigga. He ain't had shit. He had to beat Cambosis, and Cambosis was undisputed, nigga. This is the stuff y'all don't know, but when people paint a different picture and create a different narrative, y'all blind followers, y'all run right behind them instead of doing your own due diligence and learn the game, do your own research, man. You gonna be a blind follower the rest of your life, or you gonna be a stand up nigga and not sit down when they tell you to? Exactly, my point. When you come to this channel, I don't talk with all these other channels be talking. I ain't on that dicky and shit. I'm gonna keep this shit real. And if I do get an interview, if I don't, so what? But I'm gonna get an interview because I'm gonna still interview people. It's too many fighters out here not to interview one. I got a great following that loves me and like the shit I critique and tell. You feel me? And I got a loyal fan base. Cause ain't nobody. We probably sit here and watch other people critique shit, but you see the Project Mockingbird. But everybody know I'm gonna go check out facts. I'm gonna go check out 1-3, because that nigga stay whipping that shit to the oils. He don't let nothing marinate. Like that nigga should be saucy. He go right in and cook. You feel me? And that's truth, nigga. That's truth. I don't hide shit. I ain't got nothing to hide, and that's fact. If I feel a certain way about what I see, I'm gonna talk about it because it's my facts, nigga. And plus it's not an opinion because we both you seeing the same shit I seen. But the only thing is, I'm gonna speak about it. I'm gonna speak on it. I'm gonna speak upon it. Other people, and they're gonna speak against it, and they're gonna try to make that shit cool. You know, like all of you coons who thought Tank took a knee was the dumbest people in the fucking world. No disrespect. And the reason I say that because y'all going by with people, and the reason I say y'all because y'all blind following. Y'all listen to people who y'all think know and who y'all think know about boxing, but they don't. They just talk about the sport, but they don't know the rules. They never read the rule book. They don't know shit. They only speaking off opinion, which is a popular opinion. But a person that knows boxing and that's critiquing it like myself, I'm gonna tell you, yo, y'all ain't never know a fighter can take a knee. You know, and the people that just learn it, they can't do it. No, bro, when you become a boxer, bro, you can take a knee. It doesn't matter if it's amateurs or pro, bro. Learn the rules. And that's the key thing is y'all kids don't learn them in this generation. And some people are like, what? I'm done. That's all I can say because, you know, they don't know nothing. You feel me? It's like, you want to go to barber school. Let's say you got to pay 15,000, right? You're going to go to barber school or cosmetology. If I go to cosmetology, you know, because if you go to barber school, you got to take everything the cosmetology take. But when you get your license, you only get your barber license, not your cosmetology license, and you just paid all that shit. Fucked up, right? But if I go to cosmetology, shit, I get everything, you know, grants, loans, But you see the difference? Do you see the difference? Except for your trainer, except for your teacher protesting and fighting for you to get the cosmetology instead of the barber, they already paid off by the bar. You feel me? It's like a lawyer, you know. We pay these lawyers like, yeah, I got a lawyer, nigga. I pay that nigga a private lawyer, but the whole time he a bar lawyer, but he still get paid by the hour. So it's a double whammy. It's a double bubble for him. You know, but to each his own, man. But shout out to Keyshawn Davis back in camp December 22nd. You know, I would like to know who's going to be his next opponent. You know, we shall see. You know, 9 times out of 10 is going to be a ranked fighter, or he might be fighting for a title eliminator. We never know, but we're going to find out. And like I say, Devin Haney, the lies need to stop, bro. The lies need to stop. You feel me? I was going to proceed to more, but I see my co-host not here yet, so I'm trying to bang out, you know, another 20, 23 minutes. To my co-host pull up, don't pull up. Probably be back later with another hour of this. But for right now, you know, it's just on to the next. You know, these trainers need to tighten up. You know, that was the main topic. These trainers need to tighten up. Um, they're not, yo, we gotta do everything to protect the Muhammad Ali Act. We gotta do everything in our willpower to protect it, man. You know, because that's what these fighters have. You know, and that's the only thing they have to protect them. You got, like I always say, you got certain entities that want to come in here and monopolize the game, and they're going to turn it into communism. You know, a dictator in sport, and y'all see that. You know, tell me the fight you wanted to see, and have you seen it yet? No, right? Exactly. So that mean the motherfucker ain't putting on no big fights. Stop capping, Cap Joe. Running around looking like Adam Sandler off the Great White Hope and shit. I mean, not Adam Sandler. Samuel L. Jackson off the Great White Hope. But besides that, man, what you think about this Carmel Moulton and the Vargas family? Tell me what do y'all think about that running? I'm gonna post this short. So no, I gotta get off in an hour so I can post this short, but I want y'all to tell me, what do y'all think about that running? What do y'all think about that fight happening now? Me personally, I love it. Why? Because it's gonna be a rivalry, you know? Whoever wins first wins first. You can win by knockout, however you go, however you win, you win. But you're going to see that fighter again because why? They're that great and they're going to earn their respect. It's like, for instance, a Sam Oaks and Abdullah Mason is going to be one of those ones too. You know, is that Abdullah got to pull it out, man. You know, because they're going to try to rob him up there. You know, and I always told people, man, like when you're the champion, especially American champion, and your name is bigger than everyone on that card, and you're not the main event, read the signs, nigga. Read the motherfucking signs. Get your ass up out of that motherfucker. Cancel the fight. Do whatever you gotta do. You hear me? 'Cause that shit old. Like the Schofields, they seen the opportunity for a championship fight. What? Pull out. Pull out game crazy. No Diddy, nigga. My pull out game crazy. I slapped nothing everywhere. No Diddy, but dang, that nigga pull out game retarded, bro. That nigga crazy. You know, they did the Devin Haney nigga end up in the hospital. Remember Devin Haney, Javier Fortuna, that nigga end up with a cast. Like Shakur, we got Shakur and Tio happening, but after that, bro, if Tio beats you, but bro, we need the De Los Santos fight. Or less Keyshawn and De Los Santos fighting. We shall see. December 22nd. They're saying he's back in the ring. Hopefully he is. Me personally, I would like to know who his opponent gonna be. WBO 140. Top names up there. WBO. You got to look at all top ranked 140 fighters, right? We know Tito Mercado was on there. Dang, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to think who's gonna be his next opponent. 140. Could it be Sandor Martin? Could it be Sandor Martin? Who's gonna welcome him to 140? But it's gonna be a top 10 fighter, which I bet you they don't call them a tune-up. Exactly. But besides that, man, I'm gonna get up on out of here, man. Wait for my co-host to hit me back up so we can go live later. You know, have a better set and a better lighting. You feel me? I'm gonna have a better lighting. You know, I'm gonna have a better lighting because I need to find my segments, man. I wrote everything down. I can't even find my segments because I purchased this food and I was mad. I asked for this mofongo, and it just should be bananas. Dig into it, thinking this John Wall Wayne, see, they pulled out some pork. I was like, oh my god, but that shit made me mad, man. That shit got me real mad, man. Really pissed off. But I'm gonna get up on out of here, man. Tune in later. So, and we gonna cook, and it's just like that.